Oh my goodness, what's going on? It's week 61. 61 weeks of this we've been doing it. It's what's this? This is a vlog about an LGS in our basement. Different basement, not our basement, but it's Pandora's Deckbox. You go to pandorasdeckbox.com. You can use the code Eat Ship and Die to save 5% off your first order. If you want to order anything, there's a QR code on the screen. Every week I talk about business news, Magic news, Pokemon news, One Piece news, whatever kind of news I feel like talking about. I do this once a week. There's been 61 weeks of this. All right, I gotta look up there. I'm looking over here, and there's nothing on the screen over here. It turns off after 5 seconds of recording because I know I would look right at my own face, but now I gotta look at you. All right, let's talk about Magic news. There's an arena-powered cube event coming October 28th. That's right. I forgot my microphones. So we're using the onboard microphones of the Osmo. I hope it's good. All right. Arena Powered Cube. There's a link on the screen. I didn't look it up. I just know that it's kind of interesting. It's one of the coolest things to come to Arena. There's this cube. You get the old timey power. You get Lotus. You get Time Walk. Gems. You get all of them, and it looks kind of fun. It's like an old-timey way to play Magic. It's coming to Arena. Commander had a mediocre update. Not a huge update, but nothing was banned. We might see a change come early next year. Some of the game changers were removed. They cleaned up the bracket system a little bit. They also thought about adding like a 3.5. They want like a middle. They don't know. They want feedback on whether it's like a 2.5 or a 3.5. They want to add a sixth bracket to have like more variation, supposedly. It's in beta, all right? They're changing some stuff up. One of the interesting things they mentioned is they're trying to think about this hybrid mana system where you have like a red-white, green-white creature. Instead of it being like that you can pay with a red or a green, and your color identity is red and green, it can be an or. So you can just run mono green deck with a green red creature. But if you have like the or hybrid system in the mana costs, then it's not. It's only if it's in the creature summon costs. They're thinking about it. Nothing's confirmed yet. The Secret Lair Countdown Kit comes out Monday, November 3rd. It's going to be $200. There was a little confusion about the foiling. At first, they said every card is foil, and then they said there's an option for some halo foiling. Now they've said chance for foils, with some of them being halo foils. So I think there's like going to be a chase in this product, which is kind of crazy. I don't know, it looks kind of fun. They're also doing a PlayStation Secret Lair with $109 bonus card being the Soul Ring from Twisted Metal. No, sorry. It is a Soul Ring. It's the clown car. I have never played Twisted Metal, but Alex is pumped about it. She apparently played Twisted Metal more than I did. Apparently Ghost of Tsushima has its own bonus card too. I don't know. Some of those cards look pretty sweet, but is it going to be a shit show like the last one? Did you get any Secret Lairs you wanted from the last drop? Because it's a goddamn nightmare. I think it'll be a little less in demand than the last one. The Demonic Tutor was obviously a big draw. Pokemon news. Mega Evolution Booster Wave 2 is hitting. We got a few more boxes from distro, but nothing crazy, like 3. Box prices have dropped from around $350 to $270-ish. You know, it's only $100 away from where it's supposed to be, like $160, but to say this is like a massive failure when it's $100 over MSRP and people are buying the shit out of it like crazy. It's only bad for the people that bought it at $350. And those people deserve to get burned because they're stupid. Those are insane people. Those are the investor bros that are making the whole thing a problem. So every time they get burnt by this shit happening, I'm very happy about it. Like I'm not here to invest. I'm here to flip product and make a little baby margin, get it from distro and sell it for a cheap part. We're trying to sell it as cheap as we can, all right? Can't sell it for MSRP because then some scalper is going to make the money. It's like I just want to sell it less than market. All right. Inferno X Charizard SAR. Not the gold one, the fucking awesome one with all the evolutions and shit. That one's rising in price, despite the normal Japanese card trends of going down. They usually print a lot of it, release a lot of it. Charizard's still good. People still want that Charizard. Box prices haven't really come down. Last I checked, they were still around 130s. Who knows? Who knows where the English stuff goes with this when it comes out in a few weeks? Isn't it coming out soon? Phantasmal Flames? Pretty soon. And, maybe this Charizard is like the most popular modern expensive card in existence. I know I want one. I don't have to worry about tapping the mic. I'm just using the on button. I'm going to stop talking about it, all right? It's fine. I forgot the mics. It's good. Everybody loves my voice right now. It sounds really good. Business news. We did another stream on Monday. Nick joined us. We opened a few things. Spider-Man Secret Layers, the gift bundles. And we did some One Piece. We got a pretty good hit on the One Piece. Didn't make our price of the box back, but that's how opening cards usually goes. Roka has been kicking ass. We've sorted well over 20,000 cards now. We're probably like 70 to 80% through our Magic collection from what we had listed before, and all the stuff we didn't have listed is also in there. We made a few sales on TCGplayer despite our prices being massively inflated. We did that on purpose. We wanted to go slow. We want to make sure we don't get overwhelmed with orders. If you suddenly list 20,000 cards with free shipping at market rates, you're going to have 20,000 sales and you have to fulfill all those orders. So we're like, nah. We've had like a couple sales a day. It's been great. That's what we want. Because the wider our inventory, regardless of our price, the more we're going to sell, because the card optimizer has some like trickery in there. So they prefer you to have a giant wide inventory, not a super deep inventory. So the wider it gets, the more sales we're going to get, even though we have fixed shipping of $1 and we're like 50 to 100% over, depends on the market, like the price bracketing, but super overpriced. And that's by design. But we're still getting some sales. We haven't really touched any of the Magic bulk that we've taken in from the shop, which is another probably 10,000 cards that we've got from people. No, more. We took in that one big collection that was like 15 to 20,000 alone. We got a lot of Magic bulk going. We're going to go through the machine. We focus mostly on Magic right now because that's what people are looking for to build decks. They keep sending us lists. They're like, hey, can you find this card? And we're manually fucking sorting through. We were. Now we've got the Roka. We're going to be done soon, theoretically. And then we'll be able to pull decks for people. They're like, hey, here's a list of 100 cards, and we'll just go boop, 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 boop. Know where it all is. Go grab it. We could even give you like price options. Like, I want the priciest version of all these cards. We want the cheapest version. Whatever. With the robot's efficiencies, we found a new bottleneck, and that's another human process. Merging the cards after the Roka finishes sorting. So Roka can do about 1,000 cards per sift, sort, whatever you want to call it. But if you have 1,500 cards in a set, like I opened 1,500 Outlaws of the Thunder Junction cards, and you got all these cards that don't fit. 15 is more than 1,000. 15 doesn't fit. So then you do two scans, you do two 750s, or you do 1,000 and 500. You got to merge them. You got to put them together. So what we've been doing is if we have like 500 commons, and then on the other scan, we have another 500 commons, we just make the Roka do it again, and then it puts them together. And then we don't upload that, obviously, and have twice as many things as we actually do. Or you got to go in. You got to go in with your little stupid human fingers and inject the cards into where they belong. And that's way slower than the robot is, because we now have a backlog of like 6,000 cards that have scanned that have not merged into nice alpha ordered set collections in the 5 rows, and then those go in the IKEA drawers and you can pick them. They're just in little black sleeve things that we got. And that's where we used to have singles. We just stuff them in there. And we're like, give me a minute. I'll do it in a minute. All right. We are finding there is some like errors. There's like 2 to 5 cards per sort. It'll just scan them. Either because the art's the same and there's 2 sets that have the same art and it just didn't read the symbol right. Or it just outright rejects stuff. Like the piss lands, the golden piss lands from Aether Drift, the gold ones, it just rejects those most of the time. there's some strangeness. And I go, that's probably because it's a specialty foil. Anyway, the Rogue is not perfect. And the process is not perfect because there's a human part that we still suck at. But John, you love menial tasks. You're going to love merging these. No, it's not all on you. I know. It's on you and Nick. All right, whatever. One cool LGS thing. We're like a real store now. We have Magic promo packs. They're still Edge of Eternities branded because for this whole quarter, they're just using Edge of Eternities, but the pack has EOE cards, but it also has older stuff. We gave them some away for people that came and played Commander that first day, and then we also did it for a sealed event. Somebody opened a Bloodthirsty Conqueror promo card, which is like $35, $36. It's fucking sick. Sick pull. There's obviously some garbage in there too, but you can get cool stuff in these promos, and this is the thing we've always wanted to have. And this is the stuff when we were trying to get people to come and play in the store. These are the metrics that when you scan in, it gives us more promo packs so we can give them away, more events. And then you can play more. You get it. You get how it works. We've been doing top 3 for sealed events. So there's foil promo pack and there's non-foil. Obviously, you get more non-foils than you do foils. And you give the number 1 person a foil, and then 2 and 3, you get non-foils. We also have been doing our usual pack prizing. So if you win a match in a sealed event, you get a pack of whatever it is, and then if you're undefeated or number 1, whatever, you'll get a collector booster of that version of the thing, assuming we have them. So far we have. All right, that's it. That's not it. So much more. We let John close the shop on Friday. We went to a show, Alex and I. It was really fun. Mom came down, watched the baby while he slept, and we went to Boston. It was great. And John did well. So I was like worried he was going to be overwhelmed with the people and being alone. We said on social media and Discord, no trades that day because we didn't want to have like him with 5 people in there and he's trying to dig through cards and price things, and he still did it. He still did it, and he wasn't overwhelmed. He kicked ass. I locked up, and nothing was stolen, I assume. I don't know, I haven't checked the tapes. It seemed like nothing was stolen, so it was great. It feels like a weird trust exercise because I don't trust people. But that's like the dream of the business owner thing is you just sit back and like there's like a manager and then there's employees and the money happens and you go on vacation all the time. I don't know. That part hasn't happened yet, but it felt like a little taste of that maybe someday happening. It was really cool. With that, we might expand the store hours. We had some people come in. A bunch of new people, and they're like, oh, we play Modern on Mondays, and we play Standard on Tuesdays, and you guys should be open more. And we're like, yeah, well, maybe more hours on the days we are open, Thursday to Sunday. And if John's going to close or be open without us, like, this is a thing that could happen. The joy of having employees, competent employees, is so sick. I'm so happy we can do stuff like this. I just don't trust people easily, and we're getting there. All right, and maybe eventually we'll have more employees, and then I really don't have to think about anything. Maybe the part I'm still doing is like ordering stuff and inventorying and all that shit, and maybe someday that's a thing that an employee does, and I don't have to do anything. What do? I just do vlog. I'll just do vlogs. It's getting ahead of myself. It's going to be a little while, but it was cool. It was a little taste. One guy came in and he said he loved my videos. That one guy, I can't remember your name, but you're awesome. Flattery worked. You got a discount. So if you come in and you say, love my vlogs, you'll get a little discount too. What else is going on? John has renewed our interest in games for kids, charities. The Extra Life event is happening on November 8th. It used to be one day. It used to be a 24-hour event on one day. Now it's the 8th to the 15th. It's like a whole game week. So you can break it up into multiple days. The logistics of us running a 24-hour thing might not work. I think there's something like Alex is concerned there's like legalities in Massachusetts of having a 24-hour shop. You need to like get permits for that or something. I don't know. If we did 2 12-hour days, it'd be fine. If we did like 3 8-hour days, it's basically just when we're open anyway. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, if you don't know what Extra Life is, we've been doing it, Alex, I, and friends. We were like for 15 years now or something, over 10 years. And we've definitely raised over $15,000 worth of money for Boston Children's Hospital. It's like a nationwide, I guess worldwide maybe, event where you support your local, it doesn't have to be your local, but local generally makes sense. Children's network hospitals, you know, Boston Children's is the local example. And you play games for 24 hours used to be, and that was kind of hard. Your blood starts to boil around hour 20 and you want to fall asleep, and it's just playing video games. It's not really like a marathon, but it's raising charity because, you know, big fat nerds want to raise charity money too. They know you can't run a marathon, but we can play video games for a long time. Now we got a board game shop. Well, it's a card game shop, but we can play board games too. We also have a TV. We can play maybe I get an excuse to play Nintendo Switch 2 ZA Legends Pokemons. That's out, right? I own them. I just don't have time to play any. I haven't even opened the Nintendo Switch 2 yet. I own that. It's so stupid. Anyway, you play games with charity. We'll have to figure it out. I have this camera, which I have set up for like chest POV. I think I put a clip of it in one of the previous vlogs. We can do that. We like sitting at a table, watching people POV, we'll playing Magic or whatever. We could also do this Insta 360. We could like have it in the center of the room and have a big dome view, and you could watch other people play games and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Logistically, could be fun. We could have a store-sponsored team, and people could just play and raise money. This is a lot of work, okay? It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. All right. More importantly than the tech, we need to figure out how we manage Finney, because Finney's going to have a person. They're here. Maybe he comes play. Maybe he plays for 24 hours straight. All right, we're no longer taking Japanese bulk less than $1 unless it's like literally free. The Roka can't recognize them right now. Maybe in a future update that'll happen, but even if you manually scan and sort even if you do that, how would you retrieve the order? You know, I don't Nihongo Hanashimasu. I can't speak Japanese. I can barely speak Japanese. I can't read it for sure. I definitely can't go fetch a card unless you do it by number order, but then it's like, that's different than the English version. Learn two systems. We're not taking Japanese bulk. We've got cards over $1, obviously doing normal rates. Same story for Yu-Gi-Oh bulk. Can't scan Yu-Gi-Oh unless it's manual. At least it's in English, mostly, usually. But you can't scan it, so it's a pain in the ass. So Yu-Gi-Oh bulk less than $1, we're not going to take. Until we get another machine. They need a whole separate Roka for scanning Yu-Gi-Oh! And someday we'll get there, maybe. If we pay off this machine, we'll probably get a Fizz batch next, which is good for making bulk lots. But then if that pays itself off, maybe we'll get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Machine. And that'll be 3 years from now. Who knows? We got some surprise Pokemon allocations from distribution. We ran a sale on the Prismatic Evolutions booster bundles we got for our patrons. It wasn't a ton, but it was a case of bundles, which was sick, and it was a good price. So people snapped that up pretty quick. We got that all shipped out today. We got another note from our rep saying that our grind was being noticed and conveyed that to the higher ups. So we're getting kudos. They love us when we spend a lot of money. Who'd have thunk? But then it gets this cool surprise Pokemon and shit. And so it's happening. You know, we're getting the weird phone calls. We're getting the cool surprise deals. Yeah, it's nice. Also, advent calendars. They've arrived. They came from China. They arrived last Thursday or something. We put one together. They look crazy good. The doors, you punch the doors out and you get the cards. And magic. It's different. And then the last day you get a collector booster. The one thing we did notice is you need a little sticky dot. There's a term for this called fugitive adhesive or fugitive glue. It's a little like when you get a box topper and there's a pack stuck to the piece of cardboard and you pull it off. That little glue that's left is called fugitive adhesive, and it's like a non-permanent, just sticky thing. You can use hot glue, but it's more permanent. So we got sticky dots. Put sticky dots into the plastic tray. They glue onto the pack, and the packs fit nicely. Because if you turn it up and then the paper that's loose from the plastic shell, it just goes like this, and then the packs go wee, and they'll fall to the bottom. So you got to put a little sticky thing. But I think it'll be fine. It looks great. We have one on display at the front. They're going to be $199 shipped or $189 local. You want to pick one up? It's probably going to take us a little bit to build them. We don't know how many. We have a lot of people on pre-orders. They want, like, they have the notify thing when they come into stock. They're going to get an email. We're going to have to trickle them out slowly. They take a little bit of manual effort, but they take less manual effort than when we were doing it in coin envelopes where there were stickers on each one, and there's 25 of those. And it's 24 packs now. We reduced it because the division of rectangle into 24 makes more sense than 25. That's fine. You could. I know. It's fine. It's shrinkflation. You hate it. It was cheaper last year, but you know what? Things got more expensive. That's how time works. We need to take some pictures to do like advertising. Maybe we'll do a little TikTok thingy. Yeah. We'll see how many we sell. We might not need advertising. It might just sell itself. But we do need to get some good pictures for the website. We'll put it under a tree or some wrapping. We'll figure it out. We sold the Boobie Lady card, okay? We pulled the Boobie Lady on stream 2 weeks ago. Nick was there. Alex was the one that pulled it. It was from a box of Bullet of Fate, Shadowverse Evolve. Salute to the Boobas. We hardly knew ye. Sold it for $775 on eBay for a single card. That might be one of the most expensive cards we've ever handled here, which is crazy because we have serialized Magic cards and PSA slabs with crazy Pokemon in them. The Booba Lady was $775. But yeah, it's hard because we shop with kids and stuff. So like we don't want to put them on. We don't want to put Boobie Ladies on the shelf or in the case because then you're like, sorry, don't look. We have like a little sheet over it hiding the boobies. We're not gonna do that. So we'll sell it on eBay. Right? Buying that case was a mistake. We're trying to build the spend with distribution. And we're buying everything, all right? So we bought a little Boobie Lady pack. It was tasteful, all right? It was not terrible. There's worse cards. Trust me, there's worse. We got to figure out getting into Pokemon League Play Network, whatever it's called, by the end of the year. Plan to wait to start hosting events till after the first of the year, just because there's kind of a lot of shit going on with these advent calendars and all the other events we're hosting. We'll get it cleared up next week. Next year, John's gonna get approved as a judge. We're gonna figure it all out. We're gonna get tons of allocation, and then Pokemon's gonna crash. Nobody will ever want to play it again or buy it. We'll all go under business will crash. Just kidding. Everything's gonna be great. We scheduled a bunch of miscellaneous events into next year. Godzilla, Riftbound, One Piece. We're spreading it out. We're trying to be other things. Diversify, just like, again, if Pokemon crashes, we want to be into whatever is successful. Union Arena, Universes. Come play at stores. You got free snacks. Anyway, that's about it for me. I'm going to go roll a die. It's going to tell us our future. Someone in the comments last week said, I don't know why he rolls a die, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. We roll a die because it tells you the future. Do you not want to know the future? Should I keep it a secret? What are you talking about? Yeah, you want to know. All right. You want to know the future. So I'm going to roll a die and you're going to tell. Hey, if you've been watching these things, thanks. You shouldn't do that. You should go do anything else with your time because I'm an insane guy. I don't know anything. I'm just talking about our experiences. But maybe that's why you're here and you just want to see insanity and the LGS scene. Sorry, the camera's going nuts. All right, I'm going to whip the camera around. Thanks for being a patron. If you're a patron, that's obviously too much. You shouldn't ever do that. That's too silly. Look at this D20. It's not tungsten, so maybe it doesn't tell us the future, but it's way easier to see on camera. And I can roll it without damaging the table. So here we go. All right, not a great roll from the new die. Hope you have better than a 1 week, everybody. Goodbye.